No, Hurricane Irma. Well, this wasn't Irma. This is Michael. Yep. Irma was what, last year? Left us a present at the back door. Yep, that tree been needing topped out. And now it has been topped out, courtesy of Mother Nature. Dropped that on the deck about 3:30 last night, 3:30 this morning, whatever. Got lucky. It looked like it didn't break the glass table, despite having pretty much landed slap on it. Of course, won't know till we dig through what survived and what didn't. On my normally indoor house plants that were outside, I got one. 4 babies laid down in there. You can barely see the pot down there. It's a wax plant down in there. It used to be about 4 foot tall. All I see is the bucket right there. I see the plant with the LED lights on it. Took down the bird feeder over there. Of course, all that comes down on the roof. Like I say, that thing needed top, but yeah, ain't exactly the way I like doing it. I didn't have a whole lot of say in the matter. Yep, gotta watch where you walk. And then of course over there, you see that metal. That's the roof, metal roof that was on there, because that roof leaked. Peeled that roof off, and again topped another tree out. But these trees do okay with topping like that, because they end up just short and stubby with a nice canopy. So when they get too tall, Mother Nature takes and trims them down for me. Some of the messier trees, but the wood's light, like almost like balsa wood. They're a Chinese Emperoress Parasol Tree. Get beautiful flowers. Took me about 15 years to find and plant. They grow 8 foot a year, so you know, all this damage come next spring, we won't even be able to tell. Once the new shoots come up. See, we got some hung limbs up in there. Stuff that'll be falling down. Well, old playhouse that roof on there, been through hell. It's over about 30 years old. I do my roofs right. It still don't leak. Not bad, it's just got a chip out the back. I do need to get the metal back on it. That roof has been set in a pond for about a month once. That thing got swept away by a flood once. Seen more weather than you can imagine. That roof's still holding up. But the shade trees is what can I say? They have seen a little pruning, and unfortunately, all them is flowers for next year, and that ain't gonna happen. Last night, all this you can see you notice there's clear bands, but there ain't much leaf there. That's where the water rose up. Water got that high up in the yard off the creek. See right there where the water come through how close up to the house it was when it was flooding. Blew that gate open. Always blows the gate open when we get a bad flood. Creek. Water running high, but that's usual. We're still in a partial flood mode here, but it was coming up. Well, you can see how it swept down right here by the division between the leaf and the clear grass. It got me a fine mess to take care of. Something to keep me busy. This is my swamp garden. It was made to handle this, but it actually acts like a giant pillow, a giant sponge. But as you see, trees are backed up behind the grate over there and into here, and all that's got to be taken up and out. Scalped all that. That pile started out up there somewhere. I started that brush pile up there, hidden away where you couldn't see it. Of course, we still got a little bit of the Michael's winds pulling through. And as you see now, the front ain't near as bad. This tree here, I had to nip that out this spring. Good thing. Pretty sure that one would have dropped on the house. Surprised some of these others didn't. But it's pretty lightweight wood. I mean, this stuff's, like I say, it's light balsa wood. Dealing with it. And like most Chinese shit, it ain't worth a damn. Them nuts ain't fit to eat. Ain't nothing in them. But like paper, like most things Chinese, ain't worth shit. But, and they are some trashy trees. They're invasive as hell. See them down by the creek down there where they like to run around. Them roots run from these trees all the way up to that road. I've kept them boxed in pretty good for years. If I don't take care of them along the creek, they will jump the creek and get on down. And that would be bad for me as a responsible conservationist, letting the invasive get out of control. Though I wouldn't say this is exactly in control, but it does make a lot of wonderful mulch. Great trees for mulch. They constantly delivering to the ground. Keep the ground built up, which counts on my slope because of the creek and the rains. As it is, this slope, my yard has gotten worse. Yeah, you can see it clearly delineated where the creek come up and flooded through the gate. When I opened it up, it swept. What happens is a trash pile up on the gate, and then it just pushes the gate open. That's what happened. But plenty of yard work, as if I didn't have enough shit to do. My poor ass bird feeder down there, all busted to shit. There's on my bird seed. I just filled that sumbitch for the storm. Wanted to give the birds something to eat. Now it looks like the rats and the mice are gonna get it instead. Yeah, got a fair mess. Ain't none of it too bad though. And we come through. The house is basically unscathed. And while this tree didn't get completely topped out the way I'd liked it to, at least most of it did. Which will cause it to bush out at the top and give me better shade next summer. So you always got to look for the positive in the disasters. And the positive of that is that tree make a new crown up there, nice and thick like that one. That tree used to be tall like this. I do need to get that third leg down, don't I? Yes, sirree. Break that down. Fortunately, the good part is that third leg on the top of that tree is more out over the yard than it is the deck. But it probably does need trimmed back. Yeah, I lost 1, 2, 3 crowns, 4 crowns. All that up there got broke off and down here for me to pick up today. Or tomorrow. Or maybe the next day. Whenever it happens. There's my poor Mustang. Got a sore hind foot. Got to take her, get some brake pads on that one. That left-hand driver. Rear driver's wheel. Caliper's stuck. Cooked the brake pad. Chewed the brake pad and ate up my rotor. Yeah, this is you see that roof. You can tell that roof is old as snot. That roof floated down in that pond for about a month when a flood come and swept this thing away. That's why we moved it up higher in the yard. But for a 30-year-old roof, it had the heck beat out of it. It still is there, surprisingly, and it don't leak because of the way I do roofs. I get them done, you can strip that shingle off and it still wouldn't leak. It's what knowing what you're doing gets you. It's like that building there. Top of that roof right there is on the end is completely gone down to bare wood, but she ain't leaking yet. That deck's still holding up. I do need to get on that too. It's called land ownership issues. You got to do your maintenance. Anyway, our roof's in, looks like it's all there. No holes poked in it. Always a good thing. Just a bunch of limbs down. And luckily, I was in the process of scraping the deck down anyway to get it repainted. So, you know, all this surface crap don't much matter. As you can see where I've been scraping at it, it don't normally look this way. I'm getting it ready to paint. But yeah, some rear entrance issues. Got a big green stick stuck up my rear entrance. What can I say? Keep things from going in and out. Gonna have to get on that, clear that up. But anyway, not too bad. Aftermath of Michael. Ain't as bad as Pax. Ice Storm Pax was much worse. But Florida sure got it.